Episode 9. An Audience with Caesar. She should have been proud. Her husband was a high-ranking centurion in the Roman legion. He was off on a distant conquest. It might as well have been on the other side of the world. He left her no children to raise. She could not have them anyway. Priscilla would receive the occasional compliment at the market for her husband's brave sacrifice. She was tired of hearing about the honor he would receive when he returned, maybe even an audience with Caesar. On the outside, she would smile, but inside she scoffed at the thought of it. Alone and left to her devices, Priscilla found solace in her horses. She let them run wild, knowing they would come back to the warmth and safety of the stables at night. They were her closest companions, so it hurt just a little whenever she sold one. Priscilla, though, prided herself in being a shrewd businesswoman. She was not primarily concerned with the money, but the competition. With relentless fervor and tact, she climbed the ranks as a graceful and diligent equestrian. One day, though, that grace was tested. A young, wiry man made her acquaintance. Ambition lit his eyes. "I'm here about Sildero." Priscilla nearly bit her tongue. "You can't have him. I'll sell any other horse." "I'm not here to buy him," he said. "I know how you've bonded with him. I was impressed a few weeks ago to see you riding him bareback across the countryside. Show him off like that in front of Caesar, and you might make him the noblest steed ever born." An offer like this never comes for most. She could not and dared not refuse. The week was a whirlwind of emotions as she prepared. Its climax was when she entered the imposing Colosseum. It was strange to see it empty, devoid of both typical crowds and evils of that place. There was only Caesar and his guards, watching her intently. Before she could even be announced, Priscilla rode Sildero to the end of himself. She made him dance and prance, turn and rear, race and strut. Before long, her audience with Caesar, which should have ended in disaster, was the triumph dreams are made of.